Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Low-key, I was gonna do a stupid Broly impression, but I'll sack that off. But you see, Broly's in the lobby now, so that kind of hints to the update being this weekend. And they pushed forward the flower event, so originally it was on like the 17th, it was around the 12th. 12th or 30th, I think. But they pushed it forward to, well, today, of course. And so it looks like the update's dropping this weekend, so it ends around like Sunday reset, so... And this is the scope you got for this tournament. 53.2 billion. You can probably get to like 53.5 billion or maybe more. I just got a few unlucky runs, and this run that you see is the best one I got so far, so I'll just post it. And this is the team. The Smith for his buffs, you know, he's kind of crazy. Forge, the masterwork, his passes are very good for this. You got Guts, he's unbound, and his bleed helps for stopping the regen on the homunculus, because we're regen farming off them a tiny bit, not too much. You got Bicon for pulling, and of course you can store a bit, so it helps a bit. And then you got Sid, his damage goes crazy, so that's purely enough. He's 500%, he's the 500% buffed unit. You got Stolfo, and you know, I would normally post this in a time where I would give people time to get a Stolfo, but you know, it's just how it's going today. Because I know people are just trying to copy my strat, so and post it, so I'll just post it as late as possible. So blame the other people because they just end up copying my shit every time. Then we got Goblin Killer, his passive with his follow-ups and his crazy damage. And his traps, of course, he goes crazy. And that's pretty much it for the units wise, so let's just get into this and good luck with your runs. Alright guys, so basically... Oh wait, I did promise the video... Not even promise, but I said the video on Wednesday. It's Thursday now. I mean, for you guys, I mean, for me it's Thursday, but yeah. I mean, this strat is not too hard to follow, to be honest. It's just remembering to do certain steps. So you do forget, cooks your run over so much. So yeah, I'll put something in the top left or top right corner of no, the top left corner of some things you should look out for and some things you have to do. I think a few of them are like, make sure to spellbook your Sid. What else? The other ones, there's like the timing for the nuke, the timing of the pool. I think a few things like that I'll just leave in the top left corner. But yeah, honestly, can I even speak through this? I don't know. As long as you guys watch the video, you guys should be able to follow too well, very well. And low-key, you see, I haven't been posting that much AV recently. Been playing Enemy Crusaders, and you know, low-key, it's been not too bad, you know. It gets a good amount of hate for being similar to A, but I've been having a bit of fun on it, so I can't really hate on it that much. It's just like, you know, you guys should give me your opinion on it, what you guys think it is. What do you guys think about it, you know? Because I think they're updating this weekend, and AV seems like to be updating this weekend. So yeah, I'm interested to see how both games do, of course. AV's gonna do a lot better, but I'll be interested to see how well Thingy does. Crusaders. Let me bring up my last tournament video, see if there's any questions I can answer. Here. Oh, let me click on it. And let's see. Go it, bro. My first one got 48 billion. Easy to follow and understand your guide. Thank you, Hero Cookie. Next person. Did this strat many times to get a good nuke timing and ended up with 51.6 billion gold strat. 51.6 billion for the last strat. That's pretty good, to be honest. The last strat was kind of okay, so far, you know, looking at the strat right now, you're meant to be making sure that you keep both on Sid form and just get this Sid to his upgrade ability. And once you get him to, I think it's, what's it? Upgrade 9, you can start his swaps. And a cool little bug that I guess with this is, I'm not sure if it's a bug or intended, but if you make sure you get all of them to, I guess, Sid form and have all their swap meters full, and you just click auto swap on one of them, only that certain Sid will be swapping. So yeah. Only that exact Sid will be swapping. That's what we do for two of the Sids at the front. And we leave the one at the back, you'll see I placed there. We leave that guy at Sid form, just so for his damage. Okay, next thing, let's see, did this distract me? Okay, yeah. Arigato. Why is this guy arigato? Goat. I don't have a Starfall, so I just replace him with the Witch instead of passive here. Not too bad. Witch can buff Guts, but Starfall is needed. Bro, can I bring Reimu to counter the monsters that eat on my units? Okay, yeah, for this one you don't really need to bring Reimu because you know we ain't got Griffith this time, so it's not too much of a hassle. But here you want to get your Smith to his last upgrade, and as soon as you do, use the SPA reduction onto Smith John. So soon we should get enough yen. You know, it takes a bit of time because we need that Smith John to be killing, but he's not killing. And then when he starts to city, we can get kills off. You want his SPA to be 6.7, of course. You know, funny number. Not gonna say much more for it. This one we get to Sid as well. And here I just turn auto swap off. But the sad thing is he's not getting attacks in, so it doesn't really work. You place like goblin killers back here. And you don't need to place the guts around them because there's no Griffith to just delete them. So you are chilling on that part. This strat is a lot less RNG heavy than the last one. Because the last one, if you had a Stofo, Metal Stofo Griffith, he would just delete your units with his stupid Eclipse Demons. So here, I just let that Sid get to his meter full and just hold off a bit. You know, I don't swap here. Just wait until all of them are on Sid form. Once he gets his meter full, you swap. You know, he did not fill it. So I just waited for the next moment. Ideally, you want to make sure his meter is full, by the way. So make sure you use the SP reduction on the Smith John as well again. Because you'll see this guy, I think he swaps. Does he swap? Yeah, look, he starts swapping. And that's not what you want. So you're going to have to wait until he's back to his Sid form and then, you know, do what I said before. Let him fill his meter and then auto swap on the main Sid. As you can see, the second Sid at the front hasn't swapped at all yet. And that's the little, I guess, bug and the feature we're using. You know, it's quite nice to be honest. I kind of like it because it allows you to swap one specific Sid that you want. It doesn't swap all of them at the same time. So I do hope they keep it like this. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if it's bugged up, to be honest. Could be a new intended feature, but you know, it's quite nice. So you see, I'm waiting for him to get to Smith John. Not Smith John, Sid. And as soon as he does, I'm going to manually swap him. Just click that and leave him on that form. Make sure auto swap is off. See, auto swap is off. Okay, am I gonna do it? Or am I gonna do it? Yeah, auto swap off. And let him fill his meter up. And once the swap meter is full, that's when I can click auto on this one. See, both of them are all on full meter, and I click auto on this one. And now, you see that Sid at the back? He does not swap at all. So now I can upgrade him to his next upgrade. Of course, the full AoE one. And now, you just leave him that upgrade. You can use your buffing from the Smith on him. And boom. Just leave him like that. And he shouldn't swap at all, meaning you can just have full AoE damage just from him. Oh, let me turn on flipping what's it called again? Streamer mode, because I'm getting some pings on Discord. I don't know if it's showing up. Like, this is the audio. But you see, it's just not too bad. The Sid does a lot of a lot of work for that. And you can see here, my Bicon is not placed. I recommend you placing your Bicons now. There's 2 Bicons that end up going towards just near the Sids. I can't really show you guys, but you see the bend where the Sids are. Just place your Bicons there. You want them to fill the tension meter up as soon as possible. If you're using a store for tip off these guys, make sure all your units in the back are placed. It should be 4 of the Goblin Killers, 3 Guts, a Stonefort, and 1 Sid. That way, with the Smith buff and the Stealth buff, all the Goblin Killers should be at 1.45x damage multiplier. But we're going to be upgrading our Goblin Killers because the damage on the Heracles boss is kind of crazy. And this Guts should be at upgrade 6. We just get him to his next move soon. Okay, next question. What's the next question? Let's see. What is fastest way to get BP points like from Infinite Story and what map? I think a map that has a lot of bosses, so Namek Act 4 would be pretty decent for it. With champions, on Nightmare with champions. But overall Infinite is just a lot easier. You can just use double dungeon because there are enemies that can break down the hobgoblins, so yeah. Is there a replacement for a Stowful? No. Any replacement? Okay, that one's the old one. Your friend is in my bracket. I kind of feel bad for them. But my score can be improved upon. They probably can snipe me. If they do snipe me, I don't really care. I'll applaud them because I do enjoy competition. Who's next? Does that mean you can get more rumbling? Initially I said you can, but bro, rumbling is ass. We are not using rumbling for this tournament. Uh, what is Griffith for? Yeah, he was just there for the buffing the enemies by healing them, but we don't need him for this one. So that just wraps up this video. Like the comments on this video. So let me just get to focusing on the strat. So I'll just stay focused here now. So this first guts that hasn't been maxed yet, we're going to be focusing to get him max. Because you can see the enemies are getting very close to our goblin killers and they could just end up proccing the traps, you see? The moment you see them move for the lunge, that's when they're wasting their traps, which is not something we want. But you can see there's a lot of instances these enemies are regenerating, so we're getting a good amount of damage from them. Why am I on AV? I forgot. I'm not tapped into the voiceover. Okay, give me like 5 or 10 to 10 seconds. Just need to get to time chamber for Crusaders. Come back. But yeah, now we're gonna be focusing getting that Sid to his full AoE because we want him to. You see, I placed the back end so late. You see where I told you guys to place them, and that's why I did place them. Get them to set them to last and put them on chain. Is that chain club or the second form where they can attach enemies? No, not chain club. It's chain claw. Chain claw. But you're in a hippogriff back and back here. Back and Storeful here. That way, Storeful can buff the Bicon's range and also buff the Sid. You want to get this guy to his ability as well, and then once you get him to ability upgrade, you can start. You can manually click swap on him once, and he should auto swap, and it should leave the guy at the back just firmly there. See what I'll show you what I mean. Soon. Look, boom, and then you just click what they want on him, and only he is swapping. So the two front sailors are swapping, and the one in the back is just staying the same. So apply your buffs on him just to make sure he's getting as many swaps as possible. And you see the guy at the back, he's just chilling. And now you just upgrade your next cards. What? There's not enough space for my Roblox. Oh my days. Um, how do I not have storage for Roblox? The 330 MB. Cool. Where's my storage getting eaten up by? Oh, some of my downloads. But here you just upgrade the bike and let me just quickly fix my storage. Oh man, there's so much video I need to delete. Okay, still locked in. I'm still locked in, don't worry. But here you only get this guts to max as well. And you know, there's still 7 minutes left. You can see this tournament is not too bad to follow. As long as you've been watching the video, shouldn't be too hard. Okay, yeah, never mind. Still my recording just messed up the voiceover. You can see he's max now, and we got these two. And then we just work towards the third one soon. You could probably just hold off a bit and just let them leak a bit more. just so they can regen a bit. Because I'm pretty sure Guts only applies bleed when he's stunned, or yeah, I'm pretty sure when he's stunned. So these guys will be regenning, or it's during Berserker armor. Loki haven't read his passives because he's not someone I'm re-rolling on. Haven't spent a single reroll on this guy. So I'm not sure how long he will last in terms of aging out as a unit. I know Griffith will age out very well because he's a really good unit. It's pretty much you're spending 1k for a unit that can pretty much solo most 15 wave game mods and stuff like that. Using Berserker armor whenever we can. And getting this guy up. You see I made a mistake here. And okay, I flipping didn't mention it. I spellbooked the wrong one. I'll probably put some text on the screen when before this wave starts. Oh my days! I forgot to even mention that I'm not locked in. I guess I wasn't locked in. Holy cooked. Oh my days, man! How did I fumble that? But yeah, I guess you could say this is why the score isn't really that crazy, because I did mess up on this Sid, and he got stunned a shit ton. We get these guts to max, and now we're just focusing these guts in the back. And they should be killing these enemies, meaning no traps are being wasted. And based on how many times this Sid has been stunned, I probably lost out on, I would say, a whole two extra swaps. So the damage at the end could have been a lot better. Which is why I'm frustrated about this. Because, you know, as I said, minor mistakes just cause your run to go boom and just messes it up. Give the range one to Baiken, so she has a 1.3x range. 1.3x multiplier. Okay, there's a Stofo as far back here. Right there, so his spear's hitting a lot of enemies. And you wanna swap this Sid when he gets to... this Smith when he gets to Sid form, of course. I was looking to pull and then do it, but pretty much can't do it because you can see we don't have enough tension meter. That's why I said to place Baiken as early as possible. But here, you want to be spearing and spellbooking that Sid and then using your nuke on him, with him. The weak one, of course. So stop and swap. Use the normal work, then the master work on him. You can see his damage is up now, and then we use the spear. Give him the spellbook buff, and you see how laggy it gets. Spellbook, and then just max him. I forgot to upgrade him before the nuke, but you can see it takes off all those souls, so the enemies are still alive, meaning it gives us a chance to get more damage in. And that's the whole point of this spear and nuke, because you don't want to be killing them all the enemies right away. You want them to be alive. You're only killing the souls, meaning they can still live, which is the whole point of it. So maybe it was kind of hard to explain during that moment, but you know, I'm sure some of you guys will understand. Like, during this moment, you see my mouse movements are moving weird, but that whole time I was thinking, did I fumble my run? Did I fumble? But you want to do that as for spear as well. Not the spear, the hippogriff, to get off the cooldown, lower the cooldown of the thing. Of the spellbook, because you need spellbook on the other side. But yeah, now everything is just chill. So here you want to use your, not even use your, I was looking at the timer, and yeah, I could not get any more swaps in, so just had to swap the swap, stop the swap, and then give him both buffs. But you have to give that buff to the other one, of course, to remove his masterwork. And yeah, look. Low-key, it's annoying because I could have had 2 more swaps in, meaning a bit more extra damage, but it's fine. Still ends up with a good score. But yeah, delete that Sid. That Sid, the guts placement there. Place that guts there, of course. Delete the guts placement there. And look, you're gonna move one more soon. Set him to last for now until you get the end for him to be full AoE. And now here, we got 50 seconds left. We got our back and pull ready. We got our Stoffer Spear ready. And we got our Sid ready. And now I'm sure you guys get the idea of what I'm about to do. I'm gonna pull, spear, and then nuke. In that order. Pull, spear, nuke. And that's where most of the damage comes from. So you see we're only at like, was it 40? We will probably be at like 40 billion. And we somehow end up 53 billion. So that's a lot. But, you know, just follow this. But I'm just gonna do the outro now, I guess. If you guys like the video, you know, I want you guys to like and comment and yeah, subscribe if you're new. It is my birthday, so you know, I'll appreciate a little sub. And yeah, look, we had no time to spell books, so we just nuked at 4 seconds and boom. The score, the damage kind of goes crazy. So if you like the video, like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.